Now then, welcome back to another episode of New Eriador. And today, I'm looking at the list of things that I've wanted to do around the place and come up with an idea for chicken. A chicken farm. Now, I didn't have many eggs. I had 2 eggs, so I had to go over to Peddy and Rika's and go and borrow 5 stacks of eggs in order to get these first few chickens to lay me some more. So now I've got a little chicken egg farm here. Just a hopper into a chest with some chickens on top. They're laying the eggs into the chest, and I should be able to repay Peddy and Rika the 5 stacks pretty soon. But I also need some eggs to do a little chicken farm. And just the same as I've got the other animal farms, I've got them fairly well automated. The chicken farm is actually one that I can fully automate a lot easier. I've got my automated farms as well here. I'm looking at this sort of space as the next area for farms. Sorry, pigs. I did not mean to disturb you. Go back to sleep. Thank you. Goodbye. I've got an idea for a few simple farms around here as well. I wanted this to be my farming section, didn't I? And put things around. I also changed this around slightly. Instead of the hopper at the back there going into this chest and delivering the raw goodies there, I've actually got it delivering raw goodies into the top of a furnace. So I can then use that to automatically process, and cooked food will come out into this chest. So I'll have all the cooked stuff coming into here. I've got to figure a way of getting the cooked chicken into there as well, but I don't know how I'm going to do that exactly just yet. I've got a bit more figuring out to do around the back here. This old dropper elevator is actually out of date now. I've done a better version of it. So this one needs to be ripped out and put a new one in. And also, I'm getting fairly annoyed with the fact that this hopper minecart is always moving. So I may have to do something else there as well. And that might mean that I need to put cooked chicken onto this sorting system as well here. I've got plenty of space for another one row easily for cooked chicken to be filtered out as it comes through here and go off into there and get raw chicken going up there. But I shouldn't have raw chicken from this. I should have cooked chicken. So I need to figure that bit out around the back there and do some new redstone trickery. But for right now, I've got this plan in my head that starts with a little 3x3x3 chicken farm, fully automated. I know there's probably other chicken farms out there that have been fully automated in the past, and this is probably no exception to all of that. But this is something a little bit different, something I wanted to try out. And I'm not 100% sure that that's exactly where I want to start it. I might want to start it one further back, actually, because I want to be able to seal it in and cover it up. So I'm just going to take it back a little bit further. A little bit further. Just 1 block further. And, of course, getting rid of all the old dirty bits as well. Okay, let's try this again. So we want those and a dropper. We'll have the dropper at the back facing up and 2 hoppers heading into it. There we go. Next to that, I'm going to put a chest. And this is going to be the output chest. So underneath here, I'm going to send hoppers along towards that system over there from underneath here at some point. But for right now, that's just going to stay put where it is. I want 2 hoppers going into the back of this chest, just to make that bring the final produce across. They're actually going to... Chickens are going to die and fall into this hopper and go into the chest. They're going to cook, and all the produce is going to go into this chest. But because I've got a comparator going to be going on here, I want to make sure that that one is also available to point in. Yeah. This one is for the top of the breeder system. So, well, let's throw a few blocks down here out the way. We can block this section off. We don't need that section. This is going to be where the breeder goes. So I'm going to put a cauldron on there, because from what I'm aware of, chickens can exist inside the cauldron without too much worry. And I want to put a half slab above that so that the chickens can't get out of it. Right? So that's going to be like my main frontage the chickens are going to be in there. And then I'm going to have a couple of droppers. One's going to come from here. This dropper will fire up to this dropper, and this dropper will fire to this dropper into another cauldron here. But before I put this cauldron on here like this, and yeah, that's just gone all the way through, isn't it? Yeah, give me this. Take that out again. Where did that hopper go? Hopper, dropper, hopper, dropper, dropper. I've got the other hopper. I've got the other dropper. Where did I lose that to? Where did it go? In the chest? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so things move around. But to start off with, I want to be firing eggs into this to get some chickens started. So we're still going to bring it this way, but instead of bringing it this way to this section now and firing it into a cauldron here, I'm going to fire it into a cauldron here first. I think that's the way. Yep, that'll do. And then I'm going to put a comparator on here, which is going to work as a bit of a clock. So when the comparator goes off, this block gets triggered. And because this block becomes a redstone active block, that block and the other dropper below it will fire. So that's the plan, okay? Now, I can do a simple hopper clock here. Let's do it this way around. Do a simple hopper clock here. Very simple hopper clock here. Just to put an item going backwards and forwards. Let's put 2 dirt in for now. So that's just going to literally click those and click them over and over again. Let's put the first 12 eggs in. And let's see what we get. So if I put 12 eggs in there, they're going to fire out into that. And hopefully... no, they're not going to work, are they? It's going to drop them that way. Ah, I know. Forgive me. Give. Stop now, stop. Okay, stop. Thank you, stop. And you, stop. In fact, I want to I'll put a lever there. I need a dropper rather than I need a dispenser rather than a dropper. And I completely forgot about that. I'm sure I've got some in here somewhere. Dispenser, there we go. So I'll use the dispenser instead. Because the dispenser actually fires the eggs. And I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking, oh, I've got to move the eggs around. I've got to use the droppers for that. So we'll have a dropper like that. And a dispenser on there like that. Okay? And then we'll let this work again. Put those guys in there. And that should start getting the chickens going into there. There we go. Yep, that's good. That's a breeding pool anyway. I don't need a lot of egg breeders. Because I don't need a lot of chickens, really. I've got other food sources. And in the same way as I don't over-farm these guys, I don't overdo the meat and everything. I'm not overdoing it, I've got lots of it. I don't really want to overdo the chicken either. So those first 12, that's given me a few in there. That'll give me a few adult chicks a bit later on. Adult chickens, should I say. And if I really want, I can do a bit of breeding with seeds just into this cauldron here and breed them up and get some more in there if I want. So that can now come this way. Thank you. And gimme. Uh-huh. Just fire it at me, why don't you? Thank you. Thank you. I'll take that, if you don't mind. And I'll put that dispenser now facing this way. So now this dispenser fires every time. As you can see, it was working. It's going through the system. So if I put, let's say, some stone in there now, when the eggs drop down, they will go across the hoppers into that dropper. This will just keep firing and keep putting it into here. And these will just keep spitting out into there. Now that dispenser not showing anything, but it is actually doing something. Okay, it's actually firing more the way over there. That's cool. Okay, let's stop that now. Okay, stop. Thank you. Take it all out of here. Thank you. Okay, so the next one then, and this is the reason why I've put the hopper underneath this repeater, this comparator, so that if any eggs or anything get thrown into that space, they will go into the hopper chain and come back through, which is ideal. Okay, so this is then where the actual breeding chickens are going to go. The actual breeder chickens. Not the... No, they're the breeder chickens. These are going to be the actual chickens that are going to grow up and become my food. So we can block this off now. Yeah, I'll block it off plainly like that. Okay, so that whole setup's now sorted out. We just wait for these to grow. Over this side, I don't need that anymore. I don't want anything going into the hoppers. I don't need those. My timer is set at whatever I want it to be, and I can change that if I want, just by accessing it from here. And above here, I want a lava source block above it on the top there. So, let's put a piece of glass on there for starters. And how am I going to get a piece of... how am I going to get the lava in there without killing myself in the first place? Okay, right. We'll try and do this as quickly as possible and hope for the best. Alright, so lava there. That glass there. There we go. Alright, that's good. That works. That's just the way I wanted it. And then this over the top of the lava to block it all in like that. Cool. Okay, there we go. So that is basically the chicken farm. The chicken in here will lay eggs. The eggs will go back, get up, and dispensed into the cauldron. Into that cauldron there, the chicks will grow up like they are here. Soon as they grow up into the block above, they get lava, cook, and fall down into the hopper and come into the chest. Nice and simple. If I could make this a quieter process, then I would be happier. But I can't, so it's what it is. It is what it is. And then we can just place a couple of blocks around here like this, just to finish it all off and tidy it all in like that. There we go. And I will eventually block that bit off as well. So that'll be my little chicken farm at the end of the corridor. That's nice. I like it. Nice and little compact little farm. And I'm going to have it next so that we take the items out of there and take them across. So that's the next stage, is bringing the items across here. And I do need to get rid of that. There we go. Right. And can I can't get rid of that just yet. Let's just do that like that. And put this back on somewhere. Where am I going to put this to stop that? I can put it there, can't I? Yeah, I can turn it off that way for now. There we go. That's good. Okay, and then bring the hoppers along here and change this out to be a different style of elevator, which I can take all of this down now. And that can all stay the same, but this can change around a little bit. Let's break this up now. And I'll quickly change this around again to what we had previously, and that should go up here nicely. I'll take all this out as well. And I don't think I'm going to need another sorter for cooked chicken. But I do need to get my cooked chicken going into here in a different manner. You can just come past me. Come back. Come down. Come on. There we go. Come back. Come back. Come back. There we go. Oh, it's stuck again. Right, I'll break you. I will. I'll break you. I'll break you. Stay just there. Thank you. Alright, so, yeah, bringing it from here, I've got to then sort out the cooked stuff going down into that section. I'm not sure if I can do that with the tight space that I'm in. I'm not sure that I can do that. But I can definitely have a look at seeing about it, doing it. And that's the output there, yeah, for going this way. That's probably just fired some stone out. I've got to be able to bring it down here and go in there. I don't think I can. Anything that's excess will come down here. And I've got no space to set a little sorter out on this side because I've got literally one block of space there. So, really is not going to work that way, is it? So I guess that's all going to be something else that I do manually in my fully automated farm. Yeah, manual in my fully automated farm. You heard it. That's the way I work. So for now, I'm going to just let this grow a little bit and work this out, and just have this changed around a bit, bring that across, and then start working on some pumpkin and melon farm over here. I've got an idea for that as well this episode. Well, that's all redone, and rather neat looking it is too. That's all changed around. The hopper here, I've put the new hoppers coming into the back here. So that's going into there like that. That's coming from the chicken farm now. So I've sealed that bit in, which makes a difference. I don't need to sort out raw chicken, because the chicken should be cooked already. So there's that. And that means that then all the chicken will travel all the way through, all the way in, up the item elevator, along here, into the sorting system, and somewhere down the line, my cooked chicken will end up over here in this chest that we sorted out last episode. Yeah, that means that the feathers will also go there. So then I can put the feathers away and just eat chicken from it, really. The chicken will be a constant supply, whereas the cows and the sheep I have to farm, and the pigs I have to farm. So I have to do an actual feeding process for those, wait for them to grow up, and then kill them. And I'm still working on this idea here of putting a water trap in. I'm going to rip this out, this kill section out. I'll have to leave that bit in, but I'll rip the kill section out and try and rework it. And while I'm at it, I'll try and rework behind here as well, just to try and get the chicken into this chest down here ready. At the minute, I've got chicken and steak all over the place. I've got lots and lots of steak, lots of cooked fish. I'm in no rush for all of the food to come in. I got plenty. But I am looking for completing the little set that I had planned around here, to make it so that it's all looking neat and tidy, and it's all very compact. A lot of little compact farms. And this is about as compact a chicken farm as I think I can possibly manage. We've got some chickens already in there ready. I've put a hopper locking mechanism here to lock this bottom hopper, so that I can see when chickens come through to start off with. And then I've also got this back place opened up here for eggs. So at the minute, while it's turned off, these egg producers are just producing eggs and depositing them down there, so that I can go and repay Peddy and Rika what I owe them, the 5 stacks of eggs that I owe them. And that's led me to a kind of a stumbling point around here as well, waiting so that I can get access to this from around here. I don't want to block this section in yet. And, oh, sorry pigs, did it again. Sorry, you just go back to sleep. And also, I've got the redstone behind the wheat and potato and carrot farm stuck down just there, not very far away from where I am here as well. So I think I'm going to have to block that in, and I can't use any more space than that, really. So maybe, just maybe, block that off altogether, and I might have it so that you can... or I can walk through into the farm here and see stuff growing, and it will all disappear off down this way, and hide all my redstone in this corner for it. And then that's going to be a plan. I'm going to have to do some work on it though. I might be able to, I still might be able to do something like, I don't know, a little, if I've got space here as well. I might be able to do some sort of like simple cactus farm. Just a cactus and something to knock it off so it falls into hoppers. Nothing special. I don't need a lot of cactus, you see. So just having 1 or 2 cactus there, cacti, should I say. 1 or 2 cacti there. Just dropping a cactus in every once in a while. Shipping it through the system and into the sorting area. While I'm AFKing means that I'll have a little bit of cactus green whenever I need it. I'm also thinking about doing sugarcane, pumpkins and melons here. Not en masse, maybe just like 1 of each, just to have a steady supply of things like that. I'm not greedy, as you may know. I'm not greedy. I just need what I need. This is great. This is developing quite nicely, so I just need to leave that for a little while. Yeah, I just need all I need, and I've got a batch load of steak, And yeah, what else does a man need really than a stack of steak to eat steak all day, every day? No chicken game through there yet. Okay, that's all right. I didn't expect it to. I think a chicken takes like 20 minutes to grow up, so every 20 minutes they should cook. It seems like that one might have gone through now. No, not yet. He's still there. Oh, yeah, he's peeping. Aye. Oh, both of them are. Okay, cool. So, yeah, once I've got the eggs loaded up from in here, I'll take them back to Peddy and Rika's, and I'll start playing around with this and just leave this chicken cooking running and running and running. And next episode, hopefully I'll have a plan of how I'm going to fit it into here. How I'm going to squeeze all them things into here. I don't have to squeeze everything into here. In fact, I don't have to squeeze anything into there, really, if I don't want to. But it just would feel right to have another farm here. Food farm, maybe. Maybe the cactus and the sugarcane and the pumpkins maybe go somewhere else. Actually, pumpkin for pumpkin pie. So, pumpkin and melon. I've definitely got to get the pumpkin and melon in here so that I've got the complete micro farm section in here. I could put cactus and sugarcane around here somewhere. So if I put sugarcane here, then that's close to that as well, isn't it? Yes, maybe this wall here could have the cactus and sugarcane side of things, which makes my job easier before next episode to figure out just getting the pumpkins and melons in here, which are a very similar crop and have very similar properties and need very similar conditions. So I might be able to use the same design that I used on Visocraft a long time ago to fix that up in there. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to do it this week. I'm not going to do it this episode. I'm going to figure out my layout and get back to you on it next episode. There is a new project starting up very soon. Let me go and stand over here actually and tell you all about it. There is a new project starting very soon on New Eriador. We were talking about it over the weekend. There was somebody, I'm not sure who, suggested, may have been Peddy. You know what he's like, sZPeddy. He's the boss around here. May have been suggested by sZPeddy that we have a new area on our server that we all get involved in one big build. And the idea is we're going to build a great big castle with all of its complexes and things around there. At a designated location so that we can all take it in turns to play together and do little bits towards the castle and things like that. So I'm expecting to get involved with that fairly soon, which is why I'm running around trying to get all these little bits and pieces done around my base. Just to try and finish up round here before I head off over there to start work on a new funky project and start working with some of the other guys and girls from the server. Thank you all very much for watching. I'm going to call it quits there and leave it until next week. I will see you very soon in another episode of Minecraft, and no doubt you will be here again because you are my loyal and lovely New Eriador subscribers. So I will see you next week, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.